Good morning. And today we are having tea. So this is peppermint with some honey this morning. So let's go on and get into it. Ooh, this is so good today. I needed this. Yeah, I like when it's like super, well, warm enough for me to handle because my tongue is very sensitive and it burns very easily. But anyway, so let's get into it. I've been seeing like some comments under the video that I did, and it was talking about tucking, and I really don't even feel like it's that big of a take. But also too, I have to think like I'm coming at it at a different lens, right? Having body autonomy over yourself is a very hot topic. So like it's bigger than the tuck, I think. Like people can't fathom that someone should have autonomy over their own body. They feel as if that if I am doing this thing, I want everyone else to do this thing. So if I am uncomfortable with how I dress and how I move throughout the world, I want everyone else to be doing the same thing, right? Misery loves company, as I always say. Ooh, excuse me. But one of the comments under that video kept saying like I belong in the mental ward, or like things along those lines, in an asylum or whatever. And y'all, this goes back to like history repeating itself, and we think we are so far removed from like our ancestors and what our ancestors had to go through, but we are not. The scary thing about this is this is where I think we are headed. And a lot of people think that just because a few laws pass, that we still don't deal with a lot as queer people and trans people. And I'm here to tell you it's not easy, okay? As someone who's very visible, I can handle my stuff, you know what I'm saying? But it does get scary when it is things like this under videos. First of all, I talked about this on one of the videos that I did, and I was so proud of this video, but it's The Future is Disabled. And in that video, I brought in ableism, and also to, with the future being disabled, I'm going, disability is like a wide range of things, and I feel like with the trajectory of where we are going, this world is just disabled, right? To be poor is disabled. To be plus size is ableism, right? Anti-blackness is ableist. Transphobia, homophobia, biphobia. And we are going through like all these discourses right now on the internet. And a lot of the times it seems that we are forgetting about ableism. I was going to read the definition of ableism, but yes, you can find it online, or you could go back to the previous video. Actually, I'm gonna link the video in here. But so I wanted to say this because don't be so quick to write other people off, especially other people off that are in your same group, okay? Because while you're so quick to write me off thinking that's going to save you or whatever, it's not. I was saying this a lot. I said this under one of my videos because one of like one of my friends commented underneath a video and was like, "Hey, I saw your video and thanks for saying this." And I was like, "Yeah." And I said, like, when has assimilation ever helped us? When has it ever helped us? Did I say this yesterday? I might have said this yesterday. I really didn't watch my full video in totality because I had to get on a call with a friend. But not the, you throwing someone else under the bus is not going to save you. Okay? Once they come for me, they're going to be coming for you. And I had to think about they are putting that underneath my video because I'm not willing to assimilate. And assimilation is a form of control. Okay. If you're willing to go against the powers that be, right, I feel like you are more of a threat. And because I am pushing back on a system that has never loved me or never liked me and will never love my body and will never like me, okay? I have made ways around the system, of course, because, you know, in the grand scheme of things, like we all have privileges. I have privileges. I'm a light skinned person, right? I have privileges, well, privileges within trans community. I also have a privilege within the disabled community because I have a visible disability. A lot of people don't have that, which makes people have to navigate life harder. With privilege, sometimes I think instead of like us taking up space, like we should invite those in the space that tend to get overlooked, right? Because it was one thing that my friend said, and I'm always going to say this, and we were talking about it along the lines of the movie Sinners. And in Sinners, while it was an amazing movie, cinematically it was done very, very well. There were some things, okay, but also too, it had no queer representation, and the South is known for queer folks. Like, it's so many queer folks that have come from the South, like even singers, okay, singers. You telling me you was in the nightlife and there wasn't no queer folks there? That's BS. That is BS. But in this conversation that me and my friends were having, we were talking about like you could have reached out to people, or like you could have learned about this thing, right? And my friend was like, no, not reached out. You could have learned about this thing, right? And my friend was like, you know, we are never going to know everything, right? It's just completely impossible. But we can invite those into the room that know about these things, right? Like they even went to depth on, ooh, that was an alarm to wake me up. I have a nail appointment today. But they even went into depth of finding out that lost language for the Asian folks that were in the movie, right? So if you went through all this, you telling me you didn't have the capacity to go find queer folks or folks from the South that live here, like the queers are here. Hello. Look, it's a hole in my shirt. This is one of my sleeping shirts, and it's one of my favorites. As you can tell, it's very worn in. We love her. But the South has the queers here. We are here. That's why I have the shows that I have, right? We are in the nightlife. We are in the scenes. So to completely overlook that key component to the South was kind of disheartening, honestly. But it goes to show like Hollywood will never be that girl. Hollywood movies will never be that girl for me. I'm just being real. And when they tend to cast queer folks, it's always the same narrative, right? But I said all this to say, like, be careful what you are writing. Be careful with who you are throwing under the bus, because, baby, the people agreeing with you in the comments, but, baby, they gonna get you next. Okay, you not safe. No one is ever safe. And if you feel like you gotta throw somebody else under the bus to save your own ass, baby, please. Please. Okay. I really would like one takeaway from this video. I would really love y'all to look up the ableism term, and maybe I could also put it in the comments, and I'm also gonna link that video here. But please go educate yourself on ableism, because literally it touched everything. But anyway, y'all have a good day. I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm ready to have my claws back. I'm ready to clack again. So y'all have a good day. And I'm going to go with green. So yeah, bye.